So I'm sure a lot of you guys know this already by now, but we lost Kevin Conroy. For those of you who don't know, he was the voice of Batman in a lot of projects, including a lot of video games, in Batman the Animated Series, and in Batman Mask of the Phantasm, which is my personal favorite Batman movie and one of my favorite movies, period. I remember when I first heard this guy's voice as Batman when I was 6 years old, and there was no question in my head that that was Batman. That wasn't a performance, that was Batman. And that feeling never changed whenever I heard him return to the role. And I still watch Batman the Animated Series sometimes on Saturday mornings, just as I did all the time when I was a kid. And oh my God, like I think it's so impressive the legacy he left behind, the trail that he blazed, like giving such a great performance as one of the greatest characters and heroes of all time. And it really is it's probably going to be one of my all-time biggest regrets that I never got to meet him in person. I always heard he was so kind, so generous, and so inspirational, even when he wasn't working behind the mic. And he continued to be that way even as he was fighting his sickness in his twilight years. And I think that's amazing. Um, and like a lot of you, I'm sure, I have always heard his voice whenever I have read Batman comics or books. And for me, anyway, I think that we've had, of course, like we've had a lot of other great Batmen, and we've had good Batman in animation as well. But for me, he will always be the best Batman, and I think in animation and video games in general, there will be Kevin Conroy and those trying to sound like him. There's never going to be another Batman like Kevin Conroy, and I don't think there's ever just going to be another actor or man like Kevin Conroy. I think he was amazing, and I'm beyond sad to know that he passed away, but I think that for a guy who left behind such a heroic legacy, I'm going to endeavor to remember what he did for us always, forever. I'm going to miss that guy like crazy. Rest in power, man.